I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, y'all. What's up, guys?
Hey,
Welcome back. Welcome to the Floribama Shore After Show. I am your host, Dani B, and I could not do this without my fabulous co-host, Miss Hailey.
Hey, guys.
What up? Well, tonight's episode was pretty much revolved around Jeremiah, and we're going to get into all of that. We're going to break that down, but make sure that you stay tuned because we're going to get into some tweets and our special segment, Shady Thoughts. That's a real shady segment. So you do not want to miss that. Let's start off with some overall thoughts, though. What was your overall thought?
I was so
episode?
confused, like, this whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't understand. If I was in this like, shore house, I would have been tight the whole time.
Yeah. I think this episode being about Jeremiah, I was just so frustrated.
I was done.
Yeah, because he just did the most for me, but also, we'll get into it later, but we are going to start off with Maddie and Jeremiah's drama because honestly, this whole episode was about Maddie and Jeremiah's drama. So they start off all lovey-dovey in the bed, and then when they all get up and go to Caddy's, it just like switches. So the roommates start talking about the fight between Gus and the guy that Nilsa brought home. And Jeremiah seems like he feels attacked.
Yeah.
You know, or something when they bring it up. And he says that they don't realize how that makes him feel. And he gets a negative attitude with everyone.
Dude, he is big mad all the time.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
He gets a negative attitude with everyone, including Maddie. What did you think about that part?
Like, he acts like he's in 9th grade. Nobody can read your mind. Nobody knows what you're feeling. Yeah. And when people ask you, yo, what's wrong? And you act like they're crazy, how do you expect people to react?
Exactly. I said the same thing. I was like, that was so childish. It just showed how immature he is. And it shows how, like, they always say he's kind of childish and, like, sheltered and stuff because, like, either say what's wrong or don't.
I don't even think that's being sheltered. I just think that's being, I don't even know.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm one of those people, like, I'm not going to beg you to say what's wrong. Like, if I ask you one time and you're like, no, cool, like, then fine. Don't say what's wrong. Like, we don't have to talk about it. But he was like, if I say that I don't want to talk about it, then I'll talk about it later. Either say it now or I don't want to hear it later. Like, don't you agree?
I guess so.
But after that happens, he starts flirting with Anna.
I wasn't down for that.
The girl at the beach. And I was like, this is too much. It made him look so crazy. And we see all of his castmates talking about him on the side. They're like, he's so effed up, yada, yada, yada. He really was making Maddie look so crazy.
He made it look like a fool.
He did. And I'm like, Maddie deserves so much better.
Like, she's in her 30s. She's not in her 20s. She's a grown-up.
Exactly. And, like, we've been saying this on this panel for, like, weeks. We knew he was going to mess it up.
Dude, oh my God.
And, of course, he had to prove us right. And I'm like, really, Jeremiah? Like, really? Okay.
But she didn't even care, though.
Well, I feel like she did care. She
Maybe
said,
in that moment.
One thing that Maddie did say that I was like, girl, you better. That is a quote. That is a proverb. She said, I don't know what I bring. She said, I know what I bring to the table. Hell, I brought the table. And I was like, facts.
I like that.
I brought the table. She knows what she brings to the table. She's 30 years old. She doesn't have time to play with a
little
child.
Girls jumping on Jeremiah. I like the disrespect.
Too much. So Gus warns Maddie that she isn't getting the real Jeremiah. How did you feel about Gus's little warning?
You see, Gus is not a reliable source at the moment. So she can't really depend on him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't like him anyways.
Yeah. I also said the same thing. Like, I also think the same thing.
Yeah.
But also it's like, sometimes when someone is trash and they're telling you someone else is trash, you can believe it because it's like, okay, if this person that's trash in relationships is telling me that, then they know because they're trash. But also at the same time, it could be like, he's trash, so how is he going to tell me about someone else?
I think Gus should stay out of it because it's not really his business.
Yeah. I think Gus is like, you kind of have to take what he says with a grain of salt almost.
Yeah.
But when they get back home and they're in the pool or whatever, when Maddie comes back and her and Jeremiah meet up in the kitchen, I was cringing.
I would have started to fight. If I was her, there would have been a fight.
Oh my
I
gosh.
hate the small talk. I don't like passive. I just can't do that.
It was just so awkward. I was like, okay, like the family thing. I just felt like it was so random.
How's your family?
I'm like,
What did you guys talk about the whole time?
honestly, like it made me wonder, like, what did y'all talk about when it was just y'all and having conversations?
Also, side note, that fridge looked a hot mess.
Right.
Just I just want to point that out. They need to fix that.
I'm weak. But I was just like, this is so, like, I want to cry. Like, I want to cover my eyes.
They just met. How is your family?
Yeah, how
you
is your
know how my
family?
family is. You know I don't talk to them.
And the way he looks back, he's like, good, I think. Like, it was so, even for Jeremiah, I was like, this is just too much. But Maddie breaks down when he leaves. And she feels like she opened herself up and he didn't do the same. What did you think about that?
You know, I've never been in that situation like that. But I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Like, when you open yourself up to somebody and then they just, trash on you, that sucks.
I feel like he never really opened up to her. You
Yeah,
know?
but she has. And
Yeah,
I
she
feel
opened up.
Eve, just be nice to me at least.
Yeah.
He wasn't even being nice to her that much.
He wasn't. It was, like, so weird to me. I'm like, first of all, you should be able to, you're old enough to be able to, like, differentiate.
Talk.
Like, okay, yeah, and be like, okay, I'm mad at my roommates, but, like, the girl that I'm basically dating, like, I don't have to be mad at her, too. Like, you're old enough to know that.
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm just like, this is weird. Like, this just shows that he definitely doesn't, like, he hasn't been in a relationship that's been serious, I feel like.
Oh, he has not. Where is he gonna find them? He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't go to high school, so he didn't get the dating in high school.
Yeah. And Jeremiah acted like he was confused and like he didn't know anything was wrong. And I'm like, okay, a lot of the time men are like, sometimes can be like just a tad bit slow and like not know what's going on. But I'm like, you know what you just did.
Do you think it's an age thing with them?
It might. And they do say that men mature slower than women. So, yeah, that's why I'm like, I can never date anyone.
Because he's acting like he's my age.
Yeah, I'm like, I can never date anyone that's younger than me because I don't have time to be babysitting anybody. I just don't. But let's move on to the disgusting spades game that happened later on that night. When I say, y'all, I was literally...
we almost lost her in that moment.
Y'all, I was literally gagging. I had to drink something.
I was worried about her.
She's like, what? Are you okay? That was so disgusting. I'm like, why did they feel like
Why did Nilsa volunteer for this?
And why did they feel like they had to show us this? Couldn't this just have been like something...
A blooper?
Like a blooper or something that you see on MTV.com? But like, we really had to see this? I was gagging. I have a weak stomach. I
was so fine with it, and I felt so bad. I wasn't fine with it, but like I wasn't freaking out. Yes. But I felt so... I didn't know that they swallowed it, though. That's what got me. I was like, oh... So that's disgusting.
The loser of the spades game gets baby birdied. And I had never heard of that, but it was by Nilsa, meaning that she has to take the food from her mouth and put it in their mouth.
She got some gross food, too.
Oh, my gosh. And Jeremiah and Cody lose. So when Nilsa goes to the top, I'm like, what is she doing? She opened her mouth and drops I might have
right
talked about this.
into, his mouth.
Drops it into his mouth. And... they swallow it. Y'all.
Yo, but that was a good aim, though. I don't know how she did that.
But Gus, moved Kodai's face.
No, Kodai's jacked up because he did that on purpose. You remember that?
Oh, my God.
Yo, I don't know. Even if I don't like you, I'm not going to punish myself.
I would have never agreed to that bet.
No.
Like, you could not have paid me $1 million.
I don't even know what spades is, so I wouldn't have played.
I don't know how to play spades. And people always, are you serious? Are you even black? You don't know how to play spades? But I'm, not a card.
Well, we just lost our
right,
black cards.
We just lost our black cards here.
Sorry.
Well, later, or actually the next day, Maddie and Jeremiah talk, and he blames the encounter on his roommates. And like I said, you're too old to not be able to separate the two. But he also says that he was just being nice to those girls.
She jumped on you.
Remember last episode here, I said, I like my guys to be a little shy. You can't be too nice. That's exactly what I mean. Why are you being so nice to the point that she's jumping on you in a bathing suit?
Okay, I understand.
I would have exploded. He would never talk to me
We would have
again.
never have. I wouldn't have continued this.
No. Like,
You're disrespecting me on TV.
exactly. But disrespecting me, period, like, I would have been Mr. Krabs, meaning, like, like, I would not know what to do. I probably would have snapped at him in front of those girls, and they would have thought I was crazy. Like,
I've had a moment like that.
have you?
Yeah.
Spill the tea, sis.
It was in 10th grade. That was when I was like younger and, you know.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I didn't care.
probably had a few of those moments. I had a bad moment in high school, too, though. But we're not going to get into that. But yeah, I just thought Jeremiah was like so nice, and it made me so mad. I could not do it.
You can't be nice to everybody.
You can't be nice to everybody.
Especially people you don't know.
Yeah, and I don't think it was him being nice. I think that was an
No.
excuse, and he was trying to be shady in the moment because he doesn't know how to separate the two.
Yeah. You can't also blame people for your reactions.
Exactly. And I feel like it's weird that she had to like come to him to talk.
She must really like him because I don't get it.
Yes, I'm like, first of all, you're not gonna make me look stupid and then me come to you to talk. You either come to me or we just will never talk again, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just
If you're in
my
the
head.
wrong,
Yeah,
I don't get it.
if you're in the wrong, I
Maybe
won't
like
come to
we're
you.
missing something
Yeah,
because we clearly don't understand.
maybe I'm just too petty, but
Oh.
we just want to talk again.
Yeah.
That's just that on that. But the next day, Jeremiah invites his brother Josh to the shore house. Oh my gosh.
I have so many opinions on this.
Like, we know the drama with Josh in the past summers, like him being so rude to Nilsa and then him sleeping with Nilsa, yada, yada, yada. The whole house was pissed. What did you think when he said that?
Okay, I have a problem with both sides. Why would you bring your brother into an environment that you know he is not welcome in?
Right.
But also, if you know that your friend is having a hard time, you should be caring enough to be like, okay, you need you need him, so we're just gonna leave him alone.
Yeah. I mean, he was having a hard time, but he can't feel any way about people not wanting him there.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure.
if you know that your brother acts up every time he comes around, it's like, you know.
I just don't get why he even invited his brother. If you know people don't like him, don't bring him.
And I just think that he did it because also he felt like he needed someone, but he gets big and bad and starts feeling like he wants to leap and act out of character
I
when
feel
his
like
brother
that's
comes.
how you are with your siblings, though. At least I know I act that.
Yeah.
Like when I'm with my brother, that's how I am.
Yeah.
And it's not a good look.
I feel like I'm that way either way. But when I'm with my siblings, I'm probably
I'm
more
extra.
like try
I'm
it.
extra.
Yeah, like me, I have sisters, so I'm like, really try it. Because you're gonna get it times 3. I have 2 sisters, it's a wrap.
Oh
So
my gosh.
you're gonna get it times 3. And people know. They know not to play. But when the whole house is like up in arms about this, Maddie chimes in and says, that's bull, without knowing the backstory, and that pissed me off. I'm like,
You know what? I understood because like defend your man. They're not dating, but like defend your man. Because clearly she did it last time and that bit her in the ass. So she
Right.
wants to do it now. But like you don't know him though.
yeah. And I was so glad that Cody was like, you don't know him.
Could family make or break who you date?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like if you don't like
If my family doesn't like that?
no, if that you don't like his family.
It definitely can, because I don't want to be married to someone where I feel uncomfortable being around their parents. I feel like I've dealt with that in the past. Like, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. So, yeah, like, in that situation, like, I wonder, will it make or break
She's not gonna
Maddie?
like him. She can look at him and be like, "Oh, he's an asshole."
Yeah, or just see how he is with other people, or Nilsa, like we see in the, how he is with Nilsa.
Nilsa was a little bit extra to me though too,
You think?
because like she slept with him though. Like I feel like she slept with him 2 times, right?
I think so.
So the second time he came back into the house, she slept with him again.
I'm not sure, but I know that regardless, he was so rude when she was looking forward to the date.
I don't condone how he treated her at all.
Exactly, yeah. I'm just like, that cancels out every,
Yeah.
that cancels out everything. Like, I can't respect you if you don't respect women, period. But Kirk tells Jeremiah to make sure that Josh doesn't start anything with Gus. And Jeremiah's like, I don't think Gus wants to do that. Is he trying to start something? I rolled my eyes like,
I hate that.
I'm confused. Is someone supposed to be scared of Josh? Is that what we're doing
Also,
right now?
Okay. Josh is big.
Yeah.
Like, he's he's yoked. Jeremiah is tiny.
Right.
I don't get the point of fighting somebody that could sit on you and just kill you.
Oh, you mean Gus is tiny?
Gus is tiny. But either way, I feel Gus can fight. Why do we need to have a fight?
Yeah, but
especially with MTV there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because I feel like Gus and Josh both have these personalities where, like, they say too much. So I'm really looking forward to see.
I just don't understand. If you know you're gonna get mad, then just, like, exit the whole situation.
Yeah, but that wouldn't make for great TV,
I know, but it annoys me, though, so much.
Well, that pretty much wraps up the whole episode, guys. It was mainly about Jeremiah, like we said, but we are about to get into some tweets. Miss Hailey has all the tweets for us.
Okay, guys. So, this tweet comes from Sunset Boulevard. So it says, Jeremiah really left Maddie for some random hoes on the beach after I've been rooting for him all season. Yo, I felt that.
The Kerry Washington phase. Yeah, that's my mood too. Like, what, girl?
I don't even like him like that. I know I was rooting for him.
Right.
The next one is by Chelsea. So it says, he'll call a girl he hasn't even kissed to break up, but he gonna do Maddie like this? I think the F not.
No, but seriously, he had a whole phone call.
I totally forgot about this. Oh, he's so jacked up.
Like,
oh my gosh.
I don't get it. Make it make sense.
And she met his family.
Right.
So this one is by Ariel. Even thought I don't like Josh. It would be nice for someone to drag Gus just one good time.
I feel like a lot of people are kind of want Gus to get dragged because of how he's acted.
I would like. That sounds so bad. I wouldn't mind it.
It would be a good fight. It would be a good fight.
Put you in your place a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So the next one is by our very own Maddie. I'm the type of woman you either lock it down or get locked out for real.
Period. That's just
like
that
that.
on that.
She should write a book. She has some nice little things to say.
Mood. Next up.
The next one is, I know what I bring to the table. Hell, I bring the whole table.
Yes, that was a proverb. That was a word. And you did it with that one.
She needs a book.
Yeah, you did it with that one, girl. Is that our last tweet?
We have one more tweet by Sunset Boulevardes. Maddie, I know you're trying to support your boo, but you don't know Josh.
Yeah, she should have stayed out of that one.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. And that's the face I had when she
like,
did
girl,
that. I'm
you
like,
don't know.
You don't even know, but you got to find out, though. But that wraps it up for tweets. Let's slide into our special segment, Shady Thoughts. THOTS. I'm like, what? How do you spell that?
There's so many different ways to spell it.
Thoughts. So in this segment, we're going to let you know our shadiest moment or who the shadiest thought was in this episode. You want to go first?
Yes. Okay. The shadiest moment is when they're at the beach and he snaps on Maddie. Then he goes and plays volleyball. I don't know what the sport was. With the other girls. Yeah. That's shady.
That was so shady. I was like, he just has no... Like, was he even thinking?
Younger Hailey would have said something.
Right. I would have said something. It would have been real confrontational in there. But my shady moment was when Amy was talking about people coming up to her mom at the bank asking if Amy was the one that got arrested for showing her boobs. And Amy's mom says that Amy would need new boobs before she shows out her boobs. And I was like, oh, my God.
I feel like my mom would say that to me.
Yeah. Like... Girl, get your doctor when you find them. Okay. But it is prediction time. What's your prediction, girl?
Oh, my God.
Your AfterBuzz
Next
TV
week, I know it's going to be a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
So, there has to be a fight. If there's not a fight, then what's the point, even?
Yeah. My prediction is Jeremiah is going to basically, not actually, but figuratively, slap Maddie again when he says that he's not ready to, like, take the next step. Because it's like, you should have been said that, you know?
And she cannot go back to him because she talked a big game.
Mm-hmm. And I just think that she's going to regret it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, my gosh. We didn't talk about... So, in the preview, it was Kodai and Kirk. I have been waiting for them to get into a fight this whole season.
Have you?
Because I feel like they have to. They can't be buddy-buddy the whole season.
Well, Kirk hasn't been in any drama really,
No.
so I'm excited to see like what drama
I'm
it
sad
is.
though because I know it's with Candace.
You think?
Because
Oh, yeah,
he brings her roses. Listen, I don't have to like you for you to bring me some roses.
Yeah, bring me some roses.
Listen, hey, let's have a good time.
Yeah, so we'll talk about all of that next week. It's going to be real juicy. That wraps it up. Where can they find you, Miss Hailey?
Hey guys, you can find me everywhere at Hailey Matthews.
You guys can find me everywhere at the Dani B. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. Bye,
Our
guys.
founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.